and welcome into this edition of Align with Your Purpose. I'm your host, Earl Hall, broadcasting live on Conversations Radio Network .online, as well as right here on Instagram for you guys watching me as well. Make sure that you do follow me on Instagram at Align with Your Purpose, as well as check out the website www.alignwithyourpurpose.co. Look, today, this is the second full week of 2019, and so many great things are already happening. I'm loving what is going on this year already in my business. I hope your business is doing amazing as well. Today, I want to talk about, are you willing to do the work? No more excuses. I've talked about this from time to time, and actually, Cyrus Webb, the owner of Conversations Radio Network, we talk about it almost on a daily basis. The work that's involved with building what it is that you want to build. And so many times, especially people in my camp, in my tribe, they look at where I am today, and most people want it overnight. You know, some people look at different people's success in the world and they say, oh my gosh, they're just blowing up. Well, you're just discovering that person. Think about this. The people that you think are doing it big, or the people that you're following them because of what it is that they're doing. You're following them and you're subscribing to their YouTube channels, you're subscribing to their Facebook pages, you're subscribing for stuff on their website and things of that nature because of what it is that you see them doing. It is never overnight success. The time and the years that have been involved with building what I've built, especially in the realm of coaching, in the voiceover community, that is the biggest thing that I do, is coaching in the voiceover community. I've been a voice actor for almost 2 decades now, and also a business coach in the realm of business development. And it doesn't just work for voiceover. The things that I do, they don't just work to build a voiceover community, a voiceover business. It works regardless of the business that you're in. Because of the way that I coach and because of the way that I teach, it is across platforms. It is across genres. But are you willing to do the work? People will look at, for instance, I'll say like my YouTube channel or my Facebook page or even my own coaching website at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. They'll look at that and say, well, you've got almost 2,000 members on your own personal website. You've got over 5,000 subscribers to your YouTube channel. You've got almost 1,300 members in your Facebook community. You know, how did you do this, Earl? It was one step at a time. It did not happen for me overnight. And it won't happen for you overnight as well. But what you can start changing today is the work that you're willing to do, the effort that you're willing to put into what it is that you say you want to build. I do one-on-one coaching sessions every week. And it's amazing some of the things that people say to me in these coaching sessions. You know, okay, Earl, I want to build this business. And then I'll go into explaining to them what that means, how long that's going to take, what you're going to have to give up, what you're going to have to learn, because it is above and beyond the skill that you have. Like I said, I coach a lot of voice actors, other people too, but mainly voice actors, to build their voiceover businesses. And it is more than just having a good voice. It is knowing the ins and outs of business development, especially business development in the age that we live in now. And you've heard me say we live in the best times that we've ever lived in to build a business, hands down. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. The simple part is this. You know you need to be on social media. You know you need to develop some channels out there, whether it's a YouTube channel, a Facebook page, you know, coming on and doing live streams, doing podcasts, doing blogs, whatever it is, all of that is your cost of entry. So it may seem really, really simple to say, okay, I'll develop a YouTube channel. That's simple to say, right? But it's not easy. Because what comes along with building a YouTube channel is technology. Understanding the platform and the technology, it is not easy to get in the ins and the outs of how to develop a good YouTube show. It is not easy knowing how to promote that YouTube show. It's simple, but the processes behind it, especially if you're technologically challenged, can be pretty difficult. But what I say to people, and this is the surprising part, I'll say to people, okay, you want to develop a business? Okay, this is the form that you need. This is what you need to do in order to build your business. And I'll get responses like, oh my gosh, that's so hard. I don't know how I'm going to do all of that. And my next thing that I say is, well, then just quit. Because obviously this is not what you want to do. And it causes them to pause because it's almost like, how dare he say that? But I'm literally sitting here walking you through step by step what it is that you need to do in a coaching session if you want to build a business in 2019, in 2020, in 2030. Right now, this is the best time to do it. And people will say, well, when should I start a business? Today. Now, if you're going to start something today, realize the level of work and information that you're going to need to consume in order to just get it out there. In order to show people that you actually know what it is that you're talking about, that you know what it is that you're doing. And that's the cost of entry. And that's how you start making money. People are not going to pay you just because you put out a Facebook post, say, hey, I'll do a coaching session with you for a couple $1,000s. No one's going to pay you that money because they don't know what you do. They don't know how you can help them. And I don't care if you put out a blog post. I don't care if you put out a video today and a blog post today and do a podcast today and post that ridiculous post saying, pay me a couple $1,000 and I will help you. No one knows who you are yet. Because you have not gone online, you don't have a track record of producing results for anyone. You have no testimonials from anyone. You have no consistent YouTube shows or Facebook informational type videos giving away your best information, showing people that you know what it is that you're talking about so that they'll be willing to invest in you. None of us invest in the unknown. Excuse me. None of us invest in the unknown. If we can't determine from someone what it is that they do specifically, this is what you can help me with, they're not going to pay you a significant amount of money. I don't care who you are. You've got to be able to show people that you know what you're talking about. And when they see that consistently over time, that's when they're willing to go all in. I see so many different types of coaching programs out here, teaching people, how to build a business. And the one thing that I say is always missing from a lot of these programs is the fact that you need to build a tribe, the fact that you need to build a following, because that's where your money comes from. It comes from the people that know, like, and trust you. These are your potential customers. These are your hot potential customers that are following you, that are commenting and liking and sharing the content that you produced because it is so powerful. This is how you grow a business in today's world. The cost of entry is producing content that people want to consume. I'm going to take a short break right here, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to tell you about a free webinar that I'm going to be doing. It's not just for the voiceover community, but my biggest community is voice actors. And as I said, the things that I teach work across platforms. So we're going to talk about that when we come back from break. I'll see you in a few seconds here. Get the book Align with Your Purpose by Earl Hall. Find and walk in your purpose. Get the answers to your questions about life and how to make it exactly what you want are in this book. This is your chance to stop living in a life you hate. Discover how to manifest the life you actually want. Get Align with Your Purpose now on Amazon, paperback, Kindle, or audiobook. What if you could stop all of your negative thoughts and your self-limiting beliefs and actually start to manifest the life that you want? You need Quantum Neural Manifestation Alignment, or QNMA. This is the ultimate accumulation of the best of the secret, as well as the incredible magic of meditation and hypnosis, all wrapped up in one. Go to the website now, officialqnma.com. That's officialqnma.com. Thanks so much for keeping it locked right here on Align with Your Purpose. I'm your host, Earl Hall. Got a little long-winded on the break there, talking to my folks watching me on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here on Instagram with me, as well as on Conversations Radio Network, where I broadcast live Monday through Friday, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 7:30 on the West Coast, Monday through Friday. And I love being here with you guys. And the topic today is, are you willing to do the work? No more excuses. That's the topic for today. And I said before we went on break that when we came back, I was going to tell you about this free webinar that I'm giving. And the free webinar is it's my main focus. All of you know, or most of you know, or if you don't know, I'll tell you now. I do a tremendous amount of coaching in the voiceover space for people that are voice actors and that want to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. But the thing about this free webinar that I'm giving on Wednesday is that the tactics and strategies that I'm going to be showing as well, I mean, with all of my coaching, it works across the board. The only thing that I deal with people on is business development. That's what I coach people to do, is business development, through helping them align with their purpose, to see what their strengths are and what are the things they need to focus in on to build that business. And so I'm going to be doing live webinar on Wednesday. I think it's going to be at 6 p.m. on the East Coast, 5 p.m. Central, and that would be 3:30 on the West Coast, I believe. Go to the website. It's vowebinarnow.com. vowebinarnow.com is the web address. And again, you're going to see a lot of stuff about voice acting and stuff like that, but it does not matter. I just do that because my main audience is voice actors, and I cater to my voiceover audience. But what I also realize is the concepts and the strategies and the tactics that I teach, they work across the board. It does not matter what you do. You can build a business using the strategies that I teach. I just am very smart in developing a niche. And I've developed that niche over 4 or 5 years now in the voiceover community and have built that up. And so with Align with Your Purpose and this show that I'm doing, I do coaching for people as well, regardless of what the business is that they're in. And you can get more information about that at alignwithyourpurpose.co. It's alignwithyourpurpose.co is my website address. You can go there, get a lot of great information. But if you want to get in on this free webinar that's going to be all about business development, I want you to go to vowebinarnow.com. It's vowebinarnow.com is the web address. And the thing about there are no more excuses, because the thing that people lack is, and I'm guilty of this as well, is patience. I'm not the most patient person in the world. Cyrus, say nothing on Instagram right now. We joke about that all the time, about my patience. But one of the biggest thing is patience. People want it now. People want to have great success now. But if you don't have a level of patience to go through the ebbs and flows, especially in the beginning of building your business, there's this meme that's out there, and it shows this guy with a pickaxe, and he's digging for gold. Many of you may have seen this, and he's digging and digging and digging, and the meme shows where the gold is, and the guy stops digging inches from the gold because he's tired of digging and he hasn't found it yet, and so he stops. And so he misses out on the gold. And if he swung the axe 1, 2, 3 more times, he would get to the gold. Many of you lack that patience because you want it now, and you're not willing to do all of the work that's involved in getting to where it is that you need to be. Sometimes I tell people, you've got to look at what it is that you're doing. One, people have to understand exactly what it is that you do. They have to understand what your product and service is. And so many times people don't define that enough. And they don't define it, and then they don't show it. They don't show and teach and tell people what it is that they have the ability to do. And the most things that people want, let's just be honest, they want to make some more money. That's mostly what people want. And so knowing that mostly what people want is more money, because more money is going to provide them a lifestyle. It may provide them some greater level of happiness. No, money doesn't solve all issues, but I'd rather have money than not, right? And so if you're looking to build a business, it's about the money. It's about making money. And so when you can help people reach their financial goals and they can see how it is that you can do that because of what it is that you're talking about, because of what it is that you're teaching, and you're very, very clear on that, people can get a very good understanding of what it is that you do, and they'll be willing to pay you for your product or service because it's going to help them. The one thing that I say all the time to my clients, and I say on live streams and things and other things, I cannot be successful, or I would not be successful. I can say that now. I would not be successful if I did not have the ability to show other people how to be successful. Period. When I first started out, I had to prove to people. People saw me go on a journey. They saw me go through what I had to go through from being in my little home studio to now in a full-blown production studio in downtown Milwaukee. They saw me go through that transition over a period of about 2 years, and I developed that trust. People saw that I was growing, that my business was developing. When people can see what it is that you're doing, and there's no ambiguity about it, and they know what it is that you teach and what it is that you're about, people will follow you. And above and beyond that, people will pay you money to help them get to where they want to get. But you've got to show that you can do it. And if you can't show that, and all you're out here is saying, pay me a bunch of money, but there's no proof about what you can do, it's useless. And what's the proof? The proof, in a big way, are testimonials from people. Written testimonials, but video testimonials are the best. Hands down, video testimonials are the best. You can see some of my own testimonials if you go to voiceoverdomination.com. You can see what people say about me, and what it is that I teach, and how it is that I coach, and how it is that I've helped them. But that would not happen if I could not produce. So there are no more excuses. And understand that there's a lot of work that's involved. But here's the kicker. If you have the patience and you're willing to do the work, you will succeed. Hands down. Thanks so much for tuning in to this edition of Align with Your Purpose, broadcasted live Monday through Friday, right here on ConversationsRadioNetwork.online, as well as on my Instagram page. So follow me on Instagram at Align with Your Purpose. Visit my website, alignwithyourpurpose.co. Also, grab the book, Align with Your Purpose, right now on Amazon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.